What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Today's video is going to be why you should buy a Mustang GT. So as a Mustang GT driver, I can advocate this is an amazing vehicle. So today I'm going to be talking to y'all about why you should buy one. So if you like the video, make sure to If you like the video, make sure to subscribe, comment, like, do whatever you want to do. And without further ado, let's get to the video. So for context, I have owned this Mustang GT for a year and a half now. Done a few mods to it. Honestly, mostly cosmetic. Like I said in the last video, I don't want to avoid that Ford warranty because you know how Ford warranty covers the transmission and the engine. If anything goes wrong, you know, I don't want to pay that all out of pocket. So yeah, I've had this for about a year and a half now. But I can tell y'all, dog, this is an amazing, amazing car. I love it. Now, if you want to get into the first reason why I believe that you should buy a Mustang GT, my first reason is 100%, I think this is one of the most customizable cars. Now, I know y'all will say, oh, they're all copy-paste, you know, throw X-pipe, H-pipe on there, do whatever you want to do, blah, 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 blah. Look, I really think that compared to like a Charger, Challenger, Camaro, you can customize these things the most. They have such a big pool of customization options, from the hood to the taillights to the wheels, even the mirror caps, roof wrap, the wing. There's so many different wings you can do on this thing, bro. The taillights, dude, it's endless. And even like the rear diffuser and stuff, like there's so many different things you can do on here. And honestly, like what I've done, I feel like it's kind of simple, but there's so much more you can do to your car if you were to get a Mustang. Plus the grill, can't even forget about that part. Plus the grill too, and the headlights, man. Y'all can't tell me that this is not one of the most customizable cars like on the planet, bro. Not to mention all the customization you can do to the engine. You can make this thing so fast with so little. Go full FBO E85, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, it's really not that hard. Now, and they always say, oh, but your car's stock. Oh, you're talking, no. Guys, I don't want to avoid a warranty. It's the only reason my car's stock. And obviously, you know, the next reason is because, you know, you can gap everything on the road. You know, hellcats, church knobs. Just play. At least not stock. My actual next reason, and I think this is the best of both worlds when it comes to American muscle, because you have something like the Charger or Challenger, they're bigger vehicles, they have more space, but they're a lot heavier. And you have a Camaro, which is a smaller vehicle, but a lot less space. And especially when it comes to visibility, I know all y'all hear about the whole Camaro visibility, changing lanes, you gotta basically pray, hope that nobody's in your blind spot. This honestly is the best of both worlds. It's got a good amount of space and visibility, an okay amount, and what was I gonna say, bro? And it's got that quick factor too. Like when it comes to American muscle, I think this is the best of both worlds. It's like that middle ground to having, you know, a small, fast car versus a heavy, also fast car. You get space and you get the visibility that you need, and you also get speed, quickness, whatever you want to call it, which to me is a very important part of this. Like obviously, when you come to like something like the back seats, which are which are really small. I don't know if y'all can see it, probably can't. Back seats are really small. So, you know, when I say space, I really mean more passenger and driver space compared to a Camaro or something like that. But also trunk space. Trunk space on the Mustang is actually a good amount. Now, obviously, I got some in the truck right now. You can fit like 2 big suitcases in here. The only complaint I have is the size. The size of like the opening, not the size of the trunk, the size of the opening, honestly, is actually kind of annoying because you can fit a good amount of things in here, but to get them in there is actually so annoying to do. But I mean, it's kind of what you get when you're getting, you know, something like a sports car. But it really is so much worse when it comes to Camaro. The Camaro openings are so small. Y'all have to see it, but I have to put a picture and put it on screen. The Camaro opening is so small, it's crazy. I mean, just look at it, bro. Like, who wouldn't want one of these, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, who would pick one of them El Mopars or El Camaros over something like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do think the Mustang is the best of the big three. And you can quote me on that. You can quote me on it. Now, my next reason behind why you should get a Mustang GT, honestly, because the 410 speed. I love the 410 speed. I know, you know, the other competitors have 10 speed. I know the Camaro does. I don't think the Charger and Challenger do, but I know the Camaro does. But honestly, I think Ford has the best 10 speed. The 10R80 is amazing. It is awesome. If you ever have the chance to drive 10R80 Mustang, do it. Or even the F-150, do it, because you need to. It is amazing. And I'm pretty sure you can actually run a lot of power with the stock transmission. You might need to change maybe a little bit of a few internals there, but pretty sure you're going a lot of power on these stock transmissions. And, you know, a lot of people will say, oh, you know, it's an American car, it's not reliable, transmission's gonna blow, blah, blah, blah. No, the 1080s are actually pretty bulletproof. So, I mean, I would definitely say if you're thinking about one of the three, Mustang's definitely one, especially when it comes to this 10-speed. And I definitely want to add a little snippet as well. Another thing I would definitely say is reliability. When it comes to reliability, the Mustang I definitely think takes the cake. The Mustang, for me, I'm at like almost 45,000 miles right now, and the only issue I've had is the amp issue, which was fixed in the warranty. But in terms of the engine, the transmission, nothing has gone wrong at all. I have not had any issue with the engine or the transmission. And from what I've heard, the Coyote is honestly bulletproof. It has no issues. I'm not gonna say no, but little to no issues. Coyote's pretty bulletproof, and that is why I believe that this is honestly a good car to get. If you're someone who's worried about reliability, you should definitely look into something like a Mustang GT. You worry less about, you know, what will happen to your car and more about driving and enjoying your car compared to other competitors like the Dodge Charger. One of the most obvious reasons, this thing is fun to drive, bro. This thing's a blast. Like, it's nimble, it's small, you know, obviously small in terms of American Muscle can be. American Muscle is actually pretty heavy compared to, you know. But guys, it drives like a dream. This thing is amazing, especially if you were to put some actual like suspension mods, maybe some sway bars, something like that, or whatever you want to do to make it more track oriented. You can get really, really, really good fun drives out of a Mustang GT. Out of the three, and I've driven a Scat Pack before, out of the three, I would say that this is the most fun to drive. Now, if you don't believe me, go and test drive the three and tell me what you think. But I personally think that out of all three of these cars, the Camaro, the Mustang, and the Charger/Challenger, this is 100% the most fun to drive. I also think the Mustang is just a little bit unique. And I know you always say it's regular traffic, blah, blah. Talking about the GTs, not the EcoBoost or the V6s. I think when it comes to other cars on the road, American Muscle, you know, something like a Charger or Challenger, you see that everywhere. Everybody has one now. It's the hype car, it's the YouTube car, it's the TikTok car. Social media has been taking that car and ran with it. I think that the Mustang, though, is a car that, as of right now, it's kind of low-key. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of them. A lot of people have them. A lot of bills on the internet. But I think when it comes to, like, internet presence and stuff, honestly, or, like, presence at car meets, stuff like that, honestly, I think the Mustangs are kind of low-key. Maybe the Camaros too. Camaros too are a little bit low-key. They're not like the Chargers and Challengers that you see all the time. I think that something like this is definitely a lot more low-key. You can get a lot more content out of it that's not copied or that's not common. And I know that one thing they say about these cars is fuel mileage, but honestly, with this car, I make around 15 miles per gallon. It's honestly not that bad. I don't know what the other cars make. I really, you know, I've never owned one. But, like, in terms of speaking just in terms of my car, my Mustang GT, I would definitely say that this is an okay miles per gallon. It's nothing like an Accord, like a Corolla, where you're making a whole bunch. But 15 for like a muscle car / sports car, honestly, to me is pretty good. So I would definitely say if you're looking at getting a Mustang GT and, you know, gas is something that's a worry for you, honestly, it really isn't that bad. I'm at the pump like once a week, maybe drive like 20 to 40 miles a day. So, I mean, you can do with that, you know, do with that information what you will. And honestly, the last one I have, and this one is a little bit more to do with all sports cars, but I definitely think that having like any type of sports car, especially like a V8 muscle car, and in particular to this video, Mustang, brings you a lot of close car friends. There's a lot of people that I have met that I would not have known if I did not have this car. Honestly, there's a lot of people that I have met in my life that I met through cars, making videos, making content, going to car meets. And honestly, it becomes more of a community. I know you call it the car community, you know, I know what that is, obviously, but you really get to feel it once you get something like this. You know, you really get to talk to people, you really get to make more friends within the car community. So, I mean, I don't know, what do y'all think? What are y'all opinions on a Mustang GT? Whether or not you'll buy one, drop in the comments for me. But with that being said, I know this was a short video, but I wanted to get it out for y'all, get y'all some more content. But that being said, the video is effectively over. Make sure to like, subscribe, do whatever y'all want to do. We just hit 1K, so thank you so much for that, y'all. But yeah, with that being said, the video is effectively over.